Thanks, Jen. A tragic murder in Buffalo is now sparking outrage and renewed calls for accountability tonight. A Buffalo council member is now asking New York's Attorney General to launch a full investigation.
They claim the legal system failed to protect a woman from a man with a violent past. Our Alexandra Rios-Melvia joins us in the studio to explain. Alex?
Scott Marialis, a Buffalo woman is dead, and now a city council member is demanding answers. Amanda Thompson was allegedly murdered by a man with a violent history, one who was released from custody multiple times, and her representative on the city council is now calling for a full investigation. On July 17th, Amanda Thompson was murdered inside her home in South Buffalo, allegedly by her former partner, Ricky Crouch. Thompson's death is renewing calls for a deeper investigation into a legal system that some say repetitively failed to protect her.
Reminds me of Kiara Hudson, where there were prior red flags. She ultimately was murdered in front of her children by her ex-boyfriend. So we have a situation with Amanda Thompson now where he was released early from parole. He had multiple recent offenses. The questions are, how did this happen?
Crouch, a convicted murderer, was paroled last year. Since then, he was arrested at least 3 times for crimes involving Amanda, including allegedly choking her, assaulting her child, having a weapon, and violating a protective order. But each time, he was released.
I'm not only saying bail reform because some people will say this was totally bail reform. Others will say this was not bail reform. I'm trying to transcend above that and say New York State justice system, what were the gaps?
Now Buffalo leaders are demanding answers, not just from local courts, but from those at the top.
Asking for a full investigation from our New York State District Attorney, but also our Erie County District Attorney. And obviously it's under investigation, but I've asked for some specific questions.
Crouch was arrested again while returning to Buffalo. Lovejoy Council member Brian Bowman says there are still many unanswered questions.
Were there weapons in his vehicle? You know, we had a murderer on the loose. What were his intentions? What was he coming back here to do? I'm just thinking of all the lives that were in danger from when the murder occurred, you know, after midnight until 5 p.m. the next day.
Council members here say Amanda Thompson's murder wasn't just a tragedy, it was preventable. Council members are now asking the highest levels of state government to investigate what went wrong and what it would take to fix it. On your side in the studio tonight, I'm Alexandra Rios-Melvia, Channel 2 News.
Thank you.